Welcome, Aquarius, to Quantum Revival Tarot, and I was hearing Scorpio just as I was turning the camera on. A little bit of messages there. I'm hearing from the deep. I was also hearing Holy Mackerel, which is cycled back through. I had this a couple of weeks ago. And let's pull one for the dialogue. And I'm getting the Mars card. I'm hearing the Martian. I'm hearing landing. I was hearing Holy Mackerel, mackerel like the fish. And also, I was hearing Mackie, which has cycled back through on its way to becoming a repetitious transmission. I was hearing making Mackie stick. The dialogue, making Mackie stick, which I guess is M-A-C-K-Y. Making Mackie stick. By making it a repetition, a repetitious transmission. So then it gains momentum and really begins to cycle through and circulate also out into the world. And that's really how they train. I was hearing animals, and I'm hearing boo, and like buoy or buoyant is kind of like lies beneath that. So Mackie, I'm hearing true. And I'm pulling the Mars card for that. I'm hearing communication. And this figure who is unmasked here, it always makes me think of kind of a reveal, like a big reveal. There's a lot of electrical activity here. Could be a lot of brain activity. His helmet is kind of up on his head here. It almost looks like an elongated skull. And so the Mars card during this time could be relevant. This is the Knight of Wands. And so that was the card for the dialogue. I'm hearing comes from heaven. I'm hearing you too. Movement. Okay. Now we can pull a Celtic cross for you here, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius December 2020. Delayed start, I'm hearing. And I was getting the Mackie message before I did Capricorn, which is the last reading that I did. And so the delayed release of information could be a focus here. And perhaps even as it relates to Mars. And I'm hearing landing, and I'm hearing Martian again, as it becomes repetitious and loops back through. Okay, so let's look at your Catalyst card. Graviton, we have the Ace of Cups, which is a really great card. It makes me think of the Holy Grail here. There could be a pouring out of information, a release of information, and also a release that comes through communications. It could be verbalizing. It doesn't have to be verbal communications. Unspoken communications are possible. Also, a dumping out of an old cycle, perhaps. Whether it be about communication, whether it be about the spirit, or whether it be about your emotional well-being. You could have just an outpour of emotions about something. This is also the card of Graviton, which is a theoretical particle. And this is the Quantum Tarot version 2.0 deck, so there's a bit of a science theme going on. The Graviton is a theoretical particle that is the carrier particle for the force of gravity. And it is theoretical. So let's see what you're pouring your emotions out about here, your heart, and that's so interesting. It's crossed by another Ace card, and that is the Ace of Pentacles, gluon, and that is the carrier particle for the strong force, gluon, and it binds together the nucleus of an atom. So really getting to the nucleus of a problem here. It looks like it could be something related to also finances or the material realm, material wealth. Stabilizing force, I'm hearing. So hopefully this outpour for you is going to be something positive. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles are both really great cards. So you could have your emotional world, I'm hearing rocked, but also crossed by something in your material realm lately, and so something like a crossing, or perpendicular, really even, whether it be a balance of worlds, a balance of realms. Communication is coming up again, but kind of a perpendicular or crossing of the spiritual realm with the physical realm. Manifest, I'm hearing 3D. I'm hearing dialogue. the word dialogue. Mars still up here in the corner, kind of hanging out. As the initial, I'm hearing representation, I'm hearing of self. And the wands, the staves, really do represent the self. You could be also sort of, it's a knight card. So sometimes it does involve a struggle, but it looks like an overcoming of a struggle, perhaps even a little bit of combat is always possible with a soldier or a knight card. But it looks like he's taken a moment to get off of his horse here and really look right head on and pull his helmet back. So unmasking, I'm hearing figure 8. I'm hearing dialogue. Let's look at your crowning card here in the conscious mind. We've got heavy burdens. The 10 of Wands. In your subconscious mind, we've got the Empress. Let's look at the past and the future. Okay, so you could have some heavy burdens during this time, but it looks like you're really kind of releasing it. I'm hearing information. And the resolution of this burden could literally come with releasing information. It could be information related to the self, some kind of self-work that you've done, or something that has really just burdened the self to the point where it's like back-breaking. Whether it be, I'm hearing mental activity, but back-breaking work in general as it relates to the self. And staves, I'm hearing. And this character is kind of hunched over, again, just back-breaking burdens. Coming to the end of a cycle here, where maybe you can finally put it down. This guy has burned in the fires. This guy has really been through it. It could be a traumatic experience that you've been through. It could be a traumatic experience that someone else has been through. But nonetheless, I'm hearing interplay. I'm hearing dialogue. Nonetheless, it's on the mind. It's on the conscious mind. In the subconscious position here, which can also, we have dreams that sometimes come through in this position. And this is the 3 in the major arcana. It's the Empress card. So you could be giving birth, whether it be literally or figuratively. There could be something being birthed even in the subconscious mind or in the dreams. And it looks like a new cycle. In the conscious mind, we have the end of an old cycle, and in the subconscious, we have the beginning of a new one with the new moon. And right now, it's the new moon in Scorpio. I am filming this in November, and this is for December 2020. So, and looking forward to Capricorn coming up. So, the Empress card, the Goddess, great female. I'm hearing generation and regeneration comes to mind. And she's kind of got this crown of stars over her head here. Divine, I'm hearing matrix. Divine feminine power comes to mind. Birth. Fertility, even if it's just the birth of an idea, something in gestation, something in fruition, something at play that is coming to fruition, and it could start in the subconscious mind. She's looking backwards into the past. There could be something in the past that's residual that's affecting this birth, whether it be a creative birth of an idea or a project, or even dream work, something psychological as well. Nonetheless, it's an interplay in the subconscious mind. And it looks like the waters are calm here. I'm hearing still, and I'm pulling up, and I'm thinking distill, as I'm hearing still, and I am pulling the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks like you could be getting over the loss of something. It's the card of loss or scarcity of something. And so it looks like that's in the reversal position. It could be something that's being revealed to you. Again, the delayed release of information comes to mind. We see these pentacles. Could be material, could be financial, could be information, could be data, and it seems to be concealed here. And some kind of split decision making comes to mind as well, or something that really makes you feel like you're a little bit in duality. But it looks like it's coming out, something that could be revealed during this time in relation to whatever this new birth is for you. There's a lot of goddess energy going on here, a lot of feminine. I'm hearing high power. I'm hearing high power, and I'm hearing robots. I'm hearing speak, like up and out. And so the Empress is looking backwards into the past. Hopefully it's a healthy looking back and not too much rumination, but it could be something that, I'm getting like a car like brake or stop and start or something. And we're looking backwards into the past with the Eight of Pentacles. Hopefully it's a time of reflection. We do have waters here. And so a little bit of healthy self-reflection, a little bit of reflection on the past could be necessary to resolve some kind of issue and really put it to rest related to a burden, especially. Putting it to rest. And it looks like whatever's going on in your conscious mind with this burden, it looks like in your subconscious mind and in the recesses, you're really doing the work. Almost like just your body or your psyche kind of being in tune, or a machine that's kind of even just as an automatic function, a process of remedy and resolve. It's also the card of gravity. The Empress is also the card of gravity, so it could be something you're drawing towards you at this time. And as I say that, the Earth card is falling out of the deck. And so it could be this thing that's revealed to you, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, revealing something that is that has been causing lack or scarcity for you. And it looks like you could find it in a lot of mother energies. A mother entity could be important for you during this time. Hopefully no loss of loved ones. Again, we do have the Ace of Cups that is in reverse, kind of pouring out some waters here. And it looks like it's pouring right down into the Empress card for a new birth. And right beside her is the Earth card. So another one for, I'm hearing bounty, abundance, another one for fertility. It looks like the fertility goddesses are really on your side during this time for anything that you might be manifesting. Now this could be something that is literally calling you to spend time in nature. We see the female's face over top of the Earth here. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So you've got some serious feminine energy going on. It looks like spending time with nature, nurture, and motherly entities during this time. Maybe you're called to go out to a space and actually spend time in the river or in waters to kind of retune and rebalance. It looks like you may want to do a little bit of earth grounding, earth healing, and preparation for what's coming in the future. But the Empress is looking back at the past here with the Eight of Pentacles, another Pentacles card. So whatever's been in lack or scarcity as well, it could be something that 8 is a number of organization also, and I think this is the card of Spiral Galaxies. Spiral Galaxy. And it looks like what is emerging from the Spiral Galaxy is gain, something that you're gaining, or something that you have gained in the recent past. It could be knowledge I'm hearing. Eight of Pentacles, it could be some finances, it could be material wealth. It could literally be just it could literally be money. But it looks like it has to do with the material, physical realm nonetheless. And again, knowledge and information. I'm hearing interplay. You've got a lot of pentacles on your side during this time. You really, really do. There could be something revealed to you, some kind of information revealed to you. It's been a theme through the whole deck since Mars, through the whole spread, looking down at the Ace of Pentacles, which is kind of flipping over top of and masking this burden here. It's kind of covering that burden or crossing it. And so it could be something where you're earning an income about it as well, some kind of financial gain. Looking forward into the future, we do have the card of Heartbreak, and it's also a Red Giant, I believe, in this deck. It is the Three of Swords, the mental activity, and I've got a card rising from the deck here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it. It could be some kind of partnership gone wrong during this time. We've got the card of Binary Star. And we see these two figures, male and female, kind of communing or establishing a partnership. It could be signing a contract about something. And it looks like these two characters are really popping up and it's highlighting this partnership, whatever it might be for you. And it's falling out right next to Heartbreak. So we're going from 3 to 2. This could be 3 parties. three people, or a trifecta. Sometimes events happen in multiples, often multiples of three, related to the emotional realm. Hopefully not, but it could be some kind of a heartbreak in your near future, or you could just be called to reevaluate and reassess maybe partnerships, or even the way that you think about a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be a heartbreak. It could be something that's kind of a three-way. I'm hearing dialogue. So it could be something that's kind of a three-way. I'm hearing interconnected. I'm hearing interplay. Whether it be in business or in your romantic life. 3 is an important number, also the number of planning. So you may want to be careful about planning contracts. I almost said constructs. Contractual dialogue, I'm hearing. It looks like whatever this three-way interplay is really focusing on and highlighting this communication. I'm hearing star. This binary system card, where they're almost like toasting through an agreement. Be careful about your be careful about your romantic and your business agreements and arrangements during this time, and be careful about signing contracts, or even a will and testament as well, especially if it's split between parties. You're going to want clear and healthy communications. Let's look at your hopes and fears, and we'll kind of move this over here. Spend time with the earth, especially with loved ones. If this is something that can be, I'm hearing muted, if this is something that can be settled by literally, having, if you have some kind of engagement, I'm hearing party. Instead of I'm hearing host. Instead of maybe hosting it, at a restaurant or at home or in an office, it might even be better for you to have this conversation under the sky, under an open sky, whether it be daylight or nighttime, under the stars, some kind of important endeavor, some kind of important matter, and it could be related to emotions or the finances, where the spiritual meets the physical realm. It could be something that you want to be in nature for, because Earth and the universe will offer you a lot of support as a grounding and neutralizing force. And it could be legal. It could be legal for you. The justice system, also, this is the card of justice. It's also the card of Libra. It's in reverse here. It's the 11 in the major arcana. So hopefully the scales are balanced for you. It looks like you're worried about something tipping the scales. It looks like you're worried about something being thrown off balance during this time. And it could be legal for you. So again, be careful about signing contracts during this time. I'm hearing unholy partnership. I'm hearing me. I'm hearing dialogue. Okay, so let's pull one for career and finances. And we have the 5 of Cups reversed. You could be getting over a loss. You could be getting over a loss during this time, whether it be emotional, spiritual, I'm hearing physical, or financial. It looks like you're getting over a loss, and you're not walking away empty-handed, but nonetheless something, hopefully not chaotic, has been upturned for you. It could be emotional. We're seeing a lot of cups being dumped out. And it's okay to you can't refill your cup, with the next thing, I'm hearing poison, until you dump out the old one. If you want to build world and you want to rebuild, you've got to dump out the old cup so that you can refill it with something better. And it looks like something in career, finances, I'm hearing loss, could have been not just dumped out properly, but kind of thrown up in the air. It looks a little bit chaotic here. It looks like things have been thrown or strewn, just kind of tossed around, not handled properly. This is career, finance, and wealth position. Hopefully, I know that coronavirus is affecting all of us during this time. So hopefully it's not a loss of job, money, or it could even be something that you're just emotionally connected to and related to your career or finances or work, that has been a loss that you've suffered. but it looks like you're getting over that loss. I'm hearing grievance. It looks like you're getting over that loss. Maybe even partnership. Let's look at the love position, though. We have the Page of Pentacles. Again, a lot of pentacles here for you. Spending time in nature. And it kind of is, I'm hearing conjunct, it kind of is related and almost like right here in a row. We've got the Empress card, fertility. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Earth, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So you could be learning about something, about your love life during this time. You could be learning about something, someone, or even a place, perhaps a nature site. It looks like if you spend time in nature, and there's a lot of forestry here, perhaps even under the stars, and we've got Bootus the herdsman is the star sign here. And he's kind of reaching up into the forest towards this pentacle. It could be something that is, I'm hearing emotionally, but something that is stabilizing for you and your loved one during this time. So it looks like the earth could really be a stabilizing force. It also makes me think of kind of like learning, if you go out to a nature site, I'm hearing historical event, and there's places in the earth or history that you can learn about. I mean, it's going to be really balancing for you, especially if it's something that you can do together with you and your loved one. And there's a lot of children laughing outside at the moment. So that really makes me think of children also. And it could be maybe it's a good time for you to go out to nature, spend time with the family, spend time with the kids. There's a lot of mother energy here that is at your age during this time. It's also the card of harvest. So you could be harvesting finances during this time. You could be an apprentice or in a learning position in a way that you're able to really reap what you've sown. It could even be in a relationship where it's come time where those seeds that you've planted in the past have really grown and come to fruition, and it's finally time to harvest and bring in the rewards. So it looks like you have it looks like you have a rewarding kind of time period in your relationships and your love life during this time. So that's really great. Let's pull one for destiny. And I've got the Sun card reversed right here next to the Earth. And it is a major arcana card. It's the number 19. As I am talking, I'm getting a little bit thirsty. So I'm going to drink some water. And water and sunlight comes to mind as I'm looking at the Sun card, as this person is really hovering over top of the Earth. And so as your destiny card, this is also something youthful. I'm hearing exuberance. The force of youth. The Sun card is all about youth as well. So doing something that is youthful, but hopefully not immature, but something that is literally good for the spirit as well. This is a really great card. It's also could be, I'm hearing delivery message, a baby. So the Sun card is also equated to a baby. We've got the Empress card here, and she's pregnant. It's right next to Mother Earth. So you could be having news or word of a baby, a literal baby, or there could be a baby in your life. And if you want to look at the biophotonics here, this person is charging in the sun. You could be someone who needs extra sunlight during this time, and it looks like you're really going to pretty much supercharge your wetware, supercharge your networks during this time. It's going to help your information flow, and I'm hearing travel. I'm hearing to the Netherlands, Neverland, which is a kind of a child's story, right? So be careful about not getting enough water and sunlight. Hopefully you're someone who isn't, you could even be a night owl, I don't know. But you could be called to get enough water and sunlight and spend time with the earth. It could really rejuvenate or even rejuvenile, right? Some of those youthful energies for you. Now let's pull in for errors, corrections, and I'm getting judgments, but misdirected, redirected flow of energy, something that has been miscorrected or needs to be corrected, errors. And I'm getting the Four of Swords. And, the Sun card is M theory, by the way, in this deck. And the Four of Swords is neutrinos. which are particles that float freely around the universe, or the world, and I believe they have no electric charge. And so neutrinos, which is the Four of Swords here. It could be, you could be doing some kind of dream work during this time, and I've got another card rising to the deck. Whatever it is, it's looks like you're using your mind. It's something mental, something to do with mental activity. You have 3 aces in your spread. You have 3 aces at your spread, at your aid, at your door, I'm hearing. I'm hearing dead, and I'm hearing money. And so this mental activity, whatever it is, it's kind of carrying the same theme and colors as this Empress card, something regarding a new birth, birth of a project, birth of a baby, birth of some kind of also handling of, hearing communications, but information. And so the Four of Swords in reverse here, it looks like this character is really trying to sleep, is what it looks like. Putting something to rest. You could be called to put something to rest, but literally you could have trouble sleeping at night. And the Sun card was in reverse. So I don't know if your circadian rhythms have been thrown off at all, but trying to correct that could be really good. You may be called to correct your circadian rhythms during this time, because it's really going to help your mental activity and keep your mental activity sharp. And so you could be, or you could be up at night with making some kind of, I'm hearing progress, and I was thinking process of the intellectual mind. Maybe you've even trained yourself to be up at night. Maybe you really are a night owl. But nonetheless, it looks like you're an ace. This is showing mastery for sure. It also makes me think of mastery in dream work. You could be a dream. I'm hearing analyst. I'm hearing warrior. But nonetheless, it's a lot of activity. And it looks like your mental sword, so to speak, is just really sharp about whatever this is. It's something that you're aware of, I think. Something that you're aware of. And hopefully that you're not losing any sleep about at night. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I'm hearing us, Aquarius. This is your December 2020 reading, and I wish you all well.